On a picture-perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Remember when the conversation was, is Joe Flacco elite? Well, at one point, he was elite enough to not only win a Super Bowl, but be named the MVP of that game. And for a time, one of the top-paid quarterbacks in the league. Not bad for a young man who transferred to Delaware from Pitt while in college. This guy has had a great career. Not many chances now to lead an offense, but still capable if put on the field.
Open man is Yoshivas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Flacco looks to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. Flacco will take to the air again. Open man is Higgins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's second and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Operating off play action, Flacco. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not. And
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
25 yards that time. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the air, Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Williams going to look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll go. Here's Williams. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll run with Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
From the gun, Flacco. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dayo Odeyingbo just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Let's go now. 50-yard line.
Flacco from midfield. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. An inside give, Brown. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To pass, Flacco. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw, Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Now a short one to Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. This one complete to Young Shivas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Flacco from the gun. And some strong running. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
The 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Flacco. This pass complete to Higgins. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Let's go. No, Bravo switch.
Now Flacco. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go pass again with Flacco. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase from 6 yards away. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. As the first half is winding down. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now the point after try for Santos. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 at the 26-yard line.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bears offense and DJ Moore headed back onto the field, and he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. A solid stiff arm. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And still fighting. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Williams. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dayo Odengbo picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Flacco from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Let's go.
Flacco. This one hauled in by Sample. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Passing play, Flacco. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Flacco looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
3rd and 8. To the air, Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Escapes the defender. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA's. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Alert! Alert! Ready!
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Flacco. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it with the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Flacco. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Bears' offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's Williams. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. And this is caught. He hits more. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Flacco set to lead this offense. Down by 7, 2:21 the time left. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Open man is Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Now Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Flacco. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Flacco to throw. This is caught.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. Here now, 2nd and goal. Flacco. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, now how about this return? And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's a tall order, but they do begin with decent field position on 1st down. Flacco right back to work after the pick 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco shoves him aside and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.